I think we keep heading south.
I found it.
Okay, Razzler, stop right there. As
Wait, I
you
stopped right
move across.
Okay, I'll do it.
You move across, and there is a circular rune in the floor that you did not see before. And as you move across it, it flashes blue light, and all you guys see is Razzler disappear.
Huh.
Oh,
Razzler, you wake up, and you are in a complete... Oh, hang on, I can't do that. What am I going to do?
Did any of
I
us
will
even
fuck
see
this
that?
guy up if I have to fight him.
I feel like we were all kind of with him, right? We just didn't move.
All right, we're going to leave him here
they
for
all
now.
wanted to be moving with me.
All right, so you guys can all move together, but you guys see as Razzler steps on that rune, you just see him disappear.
I guess we're all by him.
Razzler, you sort of wake up, and you are in a completely dark and dank environment. You don't know exactly where you are. You're in some kind of an enclosed box.
Dark, even with dark vision?
And yes, even with dark. Well, I mean, you can look around. And the minute Razzler disappears, trying to think of how to do this.
Shit.
So where did he stop?
So Razzler, I'm gonna move you over here for right now, just to get you out of the way. But you're not there, okay? So don't move your guy. He stepped right here, and the minute he disappears, a creature takes his place. It is this undead entity with sort of rotting flesh coming off of its face. It draws its sword and moves to attack you. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Please forgive me, guys.
Let me grab
It's okay.
everybody
I mean,
here. Hang on one
It
second.
could have just as easily been one of us.
Yeah.
Let me
Dude,
grab
this
everybody.
foundry is on a kick today. It keeps like dropping all sorts of shit for me.
Can you teleport yourself?
Oh, really?
I don't know. My fucking pop out keeps breaking every time I make it into a pop out. And then like bars down below keep losing their images. I don't know what's going on. It's
Last time I couldn't pop out the combat tracker. This time I can. It's really weird.
I thought Foundry was doing good tonight.
It's, yeah, I mean, it's really slow.
Well, then I'll
Like,
reload.
moving myself is slow, but everything else seems okay.
I'm lost.
All right. It's actually Danica's turn first.
It's not Danica.
because she's taken back by me being taken.
How do I pull up the combat tracker?
What's that?
How do I pull
You
up the
right-
combat
right-
tracker?
Right click the fist at the top. It should pop it out
That's
into a window.
beautiful. Thank you, guys.
Let's see. Danica's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to move to the back over here. And she's going to... she doesn't actually have anything because she doesn't have any weapons. So she's just going to go ahead and turn into her raven form.
No, I probably shouldn't throw her a mace then.
This is the first time I've seen her token correct.
Thank you. I worked on that this week.
That's good.
And that will bring us
She
to
turned into a
Elster.
raven.
Yeah, you guys watch as she sort of, morphs into this familiar large raven with the blue paint on the tail feathers that you've seen in the past.
So it's like that's awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna, seeing that she didn't have a weapon, I'm gonna back up a step to try to protect her some, and then I'm gonna fire my crossbow
Okay.
at this thing.
Where's the fist?
Nice shot.
All right, so your
That's
first
a
shot
stun
from
like crazy.
Geralf's crossbow does hit home.
Okay.
Let me just double check here real quick.
Seems like something.
All right, so this is sort of a, it's an undead creature. it's got sort of holes already in its torso, and while your crossbow bolt sort of nicks it as it goes by, it kind of rattles through. It doesn't do quite as much damage as you would expect, but it does take some damage.
Well, we're committed, so we're gonna fire the second one.
Okay.
Aiming for a more substantial part of his
Nice.
body.
19. Got
Damn,
it.
you're rolling good.
Got him.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
All right. Second crossbow bolt also finds home. Same effect, though. You got anything else, Elster?
I'm gonna just stand back here and protect Danica.
Okay. That will bring us to Rictavio.
you just got really giant.
Wait. Why is it not letting me advance the turn? Did you end your turn, Elster?
Oh no, let me do that.
Okay.
There we
Oh,
go.
thank you.
No, it went back to Danica.
Why
It
did
did.
it do that? All right, hang on a second. Let me do it over here. I will move things forward. There. All right. Rictavio is going to run forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's not going to step onto the
Chris,
runes.
second tab above the chat.
Okay. Wrong side of the got
If
it.
you right click it, you can.
I got
pop
it. I got
out.
it. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
And he will attack with his short sword, with his cane. Oh, that was almost a 20.
Ooh, so close.
So close.
Still very solid. Nice
Quite
animation.
All right. And he will stay right there. That brings us to the white's turn.
Take 20.
The white will target Rictavio, who just attacked him. And he's going to swing with his longsword two-handedly.
He hits. He's at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yep.
Does that work for all undeads?
Yeah.
Does he take sunlight damage too?
He doesn't take sunlight damage, but he is sensitive. Oh, good thing he was. at
Oh, he doesn't take
disadvantage
sunlight
that
damage.
turn.
It's not a vampire.
Not a vampire.
Oh.
Let me look at it again. Nope.
No, you're right. You're right.
All right, so he got a 16, which does hit. Rictavio is going to take 8 points of slashing damage. And it is now Ismark's turn. Ismark will likewise come down here.
Flank it.
with his
Flank it.
shiny new plate mail. He looks at you and he goes, "Did you not just see Elster disappear?"
Oh, right.
He's standing on the thing.
Razzler. You called him Elster.
Elster, Razzler.
I disappeared back here. I'm back here.
All you idiots sound alike. All right,
I
he's
mean,
going to
yeah.
go ahead and swing with the longsword.
Also two-handed. Get him.
Nope. All right, and
You
now it
distracted
is
him, Gaius.
Akrus's turn.
I'm gonna step, I guess, here so I can see him. Hit him with a target. And say the line. Pew.
Definitely hits. Tentacle reaches out and smashes across the white, dealing a nice 12 points of damage. Nicely done.
Pew.
Also does hit. How do you get +9? God, so annoying.
+5.
Oh, was it +5?
Yeah.
No, it's
the,
+9 to hit.
Oh, +9 to hit. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah.
OP.
Answer, come on.
It is OP.
It is literally the best
And you
cantrip in
get
the history of
3
D&D.
of them.
And I get
It's
3
not
of them at
quite as
11.
good
But
as
I will
Strahd's
say-
+13 to hit.
I will say that warlocks get very few spell slots, so it's kind of like
Yeah,
it kind of
makes up for it a little bit.
That's all he can do is hit 3 times.
Wow,
for
and with the
12.
third, all 3 tentacles hit,
go,
and
boys.
you just beat across this poor undead creature, and he sort of disapparates as soon as you hit the final blow, and just sort of crumbles into a mound of dust at your feet. Now, Razzler, you are still in this sort of enclosed space. As your eyes adjust to the darkness and your dark vision kicks in, you find yourself inside of some sort of coffin.
Can I dimension door to my last known location?
What's the range on Dimension Door?
200 feet.
500 feet, I believe.
500 feet.
Let me look.
I
Teleport
can
yourself.
clearly see the rune that he stepped on, right?
Location. Any other spot within range. Your rise exactly as far as start. Let's see. One you can visualize. Okay.
Oh yeah, can we look where he stepped?
You can.
Do we see it? Because I see this glowy thing on the.
You do, and at this point, the rune that's been activated is currently glowing, and it's occupying that entire 10 by 10 foot space.
Now take
Okay,
a look
wait.
here. Okay.
Oh,
So,
you guys are
Razzler, do you want to use your dimension door?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, so you're saying I'm in a coffin.
You appear to be.
Okay.
Like the size of his body. Like he's.
Yeah,
in?
it's a human-sized coffin. The lid is closed, and you are trapped inside currently. But you have not tried to open the lid, so.
I am going to knock on it and see if I hear, like if I'm underground or
That's smart. Yeah,
if there's potentially anything above me.
Roll a perception check.
that's really smart.
So you knock on the wood and you kind of knock around and you don't get the impression, I mean, the wood sounds almost like there's air on the other side. You don't get the impression that it's like really dull sounding like it would be if it were surrounded by dirt or some other matter.
Did we hear anything when he did that?
No.
I'm going to slightly open the door, see if I can do it.
Okay. You are able to move up and kind of move the coffin aside, the lid aside.
Just enough to peek out. I don't want to. All right, I just fucking open it. Open the door.
All right, you find yourself in a cave. You look up and you kind of peek over the top of this coffin and you see countless other coffins all around you, 20, 30 of them. And just above you, you look up and you see a metal shaft, approximately 30 feet leading upwards into darkness.
Oh, fuck. Look at his face. You're like, oh,
This
shit.
is a conundrum. Hold on, let me see.
Roll a perception check for me.
While he's doing that, can I do an Arcana check on the runes?
Sure. Okay, Razzler. So once again, your eyes kind of adjusting to the gloom. You look around and you don't detect any movement from any of the other coffins. You don't detect any presence of any sort of a creature in the area. And as you kind of look at this shaft, you see that there may be what appear to be handholds in the shaft itself. Akrus, you kind of sort of kneel down carefully, being careful not to touch the actual glowing area itself. And you're able to see the runes in the floor that are now sort of glowing with this arcane energy. You recognize this as a teleportation type rune or trap.
Can you see if there's traps surrounding the portcullis on the other sides too, now that you recognize this one?
Let me walk around. I don't want to get too close, but I'm
I'll
going
come
to
with
check
you.
this side.
Is this able to be disabled?
Do I see anything in front of me where I'm standing here?
Actually, as you move around, roll a perception check for me with advantage since you know what you're looking for now.
Elster, I can potentially.
While they're doing this, can I start scaling? With that perception check, I don't see anything but coffins in this room, right?
Correct.
I just want to start scaling the walls while they're...
Okay, roll an
doing
athletics check to
this
try and
stuff.
scale the walls. Akrus, actually, as you start to move forward, you start to put your foot down and then you freeze in midair as you see the faintest outline of a rune sort of hidden in the dust below your foot. And you step back and you see that there is, in fact, a second trap right in front of you.
Oh, okay.
I have
So I
dispelled...
imagine there's probably one on the other side, too. I'd like to walk around and look on that side as well.
Okay.
Hey, while he's doing that, I'm going to take out just a piece of trash or something that I have with me. I'm assuming I've got some sort of something I
Or
can...
testicle.
I could boar testicle. Okay, I'm going to toss the boar testicle on top of the rune.
Okay. You take the boar testicle out. toss it onto the rune, it disappears. And
Okay.
you see another similar creature appear right in front of you. Roll initiative.
Do I hear anything in the room with me? Did I hear any thump in the coffins or anything?
You did not hear any. Well, roll a perception check.
I fucking dare. This is my speciality. I got a 19. Oh, I got a 10.
A 10. You don't hear anything specific. In fact, all seems quiet around you. You have no idea that anything specific happened. All right, everybody who's in the combat, I need you guys to all roll initiative.
I forgot that was going to happen.
All right.
Yep, here we are.
All right, so we're going to start with...
And yet here we are. That could be this stream's title.
And yet here we are. All right, Elster, you're up first. You actually don't see anything, but you do hear Gaius sort of yelp in surprise.
That I recognize it as the sound of Gaius losing a boar testicle. I'm gonna charge around the corner.
Don't charge south.
Alright, I see Gaius. Oh man, it's so slow. Alright, I'm gonna get right up here next to Gaius and this hideous looking thing, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
And,
similar, exact same creature type as what you just fought.
So realizing my previous attacks weren't as fruitful, I'm gonna go in swinging.
To remind me, do your unarmed strikes count as magical attacks?
They do, yeah.
Okay.
To hit. Only to hit, yeah.
Okay.
That one miss, I suppose. Okay.
Does miss.
Give me a second attack. Alright.
Second strike, you're able to sort of steady your feet and you connect with your second unarmed strike.
Boom.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Bludgeoning.
Yes, and that does actually seem to do full damage as your hands count as magical weapons.
Okay. And that'll be it.
All right.
Oh, this combat tracker seems jacked up. It says not started.
Did I not start the combat?
And then it's the white's turn.
Oh, oops.
Or something.
There.
we go. Now in my turn.
All right. It is now Rictavio's turn.
Fabio.
Rictavio, you just hear him yell out, I have to come help you again. He's going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he will...
I guess I'll duck.
You don't have to.
Well, he doesn't have a ranged weapon. I guess what he'll do is he will go ahead and just move dash to get over to this side to prepare for another attack next turn. Brings us to Akrus.
All right.
Say the line.
Put that text in chat, Rick, for my key empowered strikes.
Okay. Yep, got
The
it.
purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity.
Yeah, that's what I was asking exactly. All right,
Wow.
first tentacle hits.
Two.
Second tentacle also hits. It's injured now, but still up.
3.
Oh, that was almost a nat 20. So close.
Not as good as last time, but 26 is still good.
Nope. You all three of your tentacles, once again, just batter across this white. It kind of staggers back and snarls at you, but it's still alive.
All right, well, it's gonna have to eat through Elster or Gaius to get to me, so I'm good.
All right,
And
it's
it will.
going to... It's not going to get an opportunity attack from Gaius to get to you, so we'll attack Elster.
I'll take it. It's fine. I probably will miss.
It gets disadvantage on attack rolls too, right? Well, it missed anyway.
It does.
All right, so it swings at this, but the sunlight from both from the sun sword itself is just sort of blinding it, and it's sort of trying to get back away from the sunlight. At the same time, it's swinging this this long sword, and it misses wildly. That brings us to Gaius.
All right. I'm going to stab at it with the sunblade.
That does
I
hit.
assume I use other formula for this.
Yes, you would use other formula.
Okay. Whoops, the first one.
14. All right, that is enough to dispatch the white as you crash across it with the sunblade. The creature itself, once again, sort of just disapparates into this pile of dust and is no more.
All right, let's stop throwing crap in runes, yeah?
Well, I was wondering if it needed to be alive or not, and then the next thing I wanted to see if we could jump over it.
I don't know how to
If
jump.
it triggered when it hit the ground or when it was in the air?
Yeah, did it trigger when it hit the ground or when it was in the air?
When it hit the ground.
When it hit the ground.
Now, the rune itself appears to be about 10 feet wide. So the rule is, let me look it up real quick. I believe it's 10 plus your strength modifier, but let me look. Uh, 3 plus your, let's see, hang on. Jumping. All right. You may cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 foot before you jump. So if you take a 10-foot run at it, you can jump your strength score, basically.
Is everybody above 10 strength?
I have a 9.
Don't!
Throw him like Gimli.
Toss me. Yes. Toss me.
I'd like to step around to the other side and look for where I assume runes is probably here.
Do you think
So-
that once it triggers, it could activate again, Akrus?
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't think this will go away, right? I think this is permanently there until we get rid of it, or... Actually, would I know that?
What's that?
If this is a permanent spell or not?
Roll an Arcana check.
I don't want to make any assumptions. I just assume it's still there because the runes are still glowing. So
You let me move. I'm gonna look all over you.
So your recollection of this sort of an enchantment would be that it would trigger over and over until it is disarmed or dispelled in some way.
got it.
Okay, so I can dispel magic, but I'm trying to save that one last spell for an emergency. So...
I mean, this might be it, bud. You know?
This-
Well, let's
yeah.
try and find Razzler, right? So what's he doing?
So
Hey,
Razzler,
guys.
are you trying to climb up the shaft?
I think
I'm
we have,
still
don't
here.
have time,
Yes.
honestly.
Did
I
you?
would love to. What the fuck you mean? You're just gonna leave me in a fucking pit?
No,
Dude.
we're gonna go stick a sword in Strahd and then come get you.
We're wasting more time because you summoned a second right. I could have been all the way up pit by now.
Go ahead and roll your athletics check.
Well, you're doing in parallel.
I already
Well, you
did.
were-
I got a 19.
Okay, so you're able to make your way up. It takes you, maybe 30, 40 seconds to sort of handhold your way. It's kind of almost like like a climbing wall at one of those, gyms or whatever. You see that there are specific handholds that seem to have been cut into the rock. So you make your way up, and I'm going to move you real quick.
Who is this? Beautiful looking black man here.
All right, Razzler, and you kind of come out, and you're just in sort of an enclosed square space, and you see this sort of shaft that goes downward in the center of the room.
Do I see a door?
You do.
I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna
Okay.
step out the door.
You
Do
do
I
open
recognize-
it, and you recognize exactly where you are. You are on the north central end of the crypt complex itself.
I'm going to. I'm going to roll stealth and try to sneak up behind Gaius.
Okay. Gaius, roll a perception check as he rolls stealth. 15. You got to beat a 15.
You scare him into the teleporter. I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Oh!
He got it.
So, Razzler, you kind of try and sneak up, and Gaius, you hear a slight shift of metal on metal behind you, and you turn around and you see Razzler sort of crouched down.
No. I say, my codpiece is tingling. And then I turn around, and there's Razzler.
So you guys see Razzler, and this is just as you guys finish killing this second white, Razzler sort of walks up from behind you.
What's up, guys?
I heard a scat
hey.
swivel.
I'm eating nachos as I walk up.
Uchimi!
Dude, Razzler, where the hell have you been, man? We had to fight another one of these things. 2 of these things.
Oh. You don't want to know. I fought like 7 of them. But
Damn.
anyways.
You don't look injured at all.
Razzler, roll a deception check.
He's really good at these, unfortunately.
I know.
Yeah, he really is.
Look at that. He rolled
22.
a 9.
If anybody wants to try an insight check, you may.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
I'll try it. This will be fun.
I think you could get it.
Is that a
I rolled low.
skill?
Insight, yeah.
Okay.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm proficient at insight too. So that helps.
Yeah, he's full of it.
I just give Razzler, yeah, a little nod. All right.
Razzler, do you have any spells left?
No, but are we trying to jump over this rune?
We're trying to figure out how to get past him.
All right,
Oh,
so
Spell magic.
So I have a question. Since me and Gaius are strong boys, could we roll together to throw Akrus for 1 extra strength added to his score?
You could try.
We can certainly try.
Do you have the
before
cloak?
we
I'm gonna
throw
look at
anybody,
Akrus.
do I see
Well,
any runes in the area in front of the portcullis?
Oh yeah, that's smart.
Roll a perception check with disadvantage since you're trying to see all that way, and the floor is really dusty and sort of littered with cobwebs and dead cockroaches and other such things.
Also, is the portcullis open?
The portcullis is closed. You can't see. It's really dusty, and you can't really make out whether it's runes over there or not.
So, with my knowledge of what's happened to me, I look at the group and I say, I'll check. And I'll take the jump.
Okay. What's
You
your
guys
strength
want
score?
me to?
What, 18?
19?
19. Okay, yeah, you're easily able to jump across,
I
and
gotta
you
get
sort of
back
land on the other side right in front of the portcullis, and you skid to a stop. Nothing happens.
My character is so sketchy. Okay. I'm going to run backwards,
join
and I'm
ya.
going to jump back over towards these guys. No, we need to
no,
get
no.
a cruise over here.
Oh, right. Got it.
How are we going to get through the portcullis, by the way?
Isn't there a lever?
This wall?
It's on the inside, if it's anything like the last one.
You have Dimension Door.
Yeah, you can door
Yeah.
over and
What do you?
Well, so we
I
can
have
take
one.
4 of
You
us
have a
over
cape.
then.
I have 1.
Well, if we can dimension door, why don't we just do
Mine's
it
a
from here?
heal. We could use it. But
do
mine
you get
can
one a
also be a
day,
heal.
or is it just one?
It's 1 a day, I believe. Does a cruise know if there's even a lever in there?
Oh.
For
Well
this
played.
one? It could be different, and then we'd be screwed.
Roll. How many more checks do you have left to cruise?
We've not used many.
I mean, I can just go in there and try it, but
Well, if you take me and there's a trap, I can Dimension Door.
I have 6 left.
Okay, you can roll
I
it with
think-
advantage if you like.
I would like
That
to do
way
that.
we can still save mine for a heal. And if it turns south, we can pop
So
it
that-
I
out.
be
can't.
an
So I
intelligence
get
check.
1 per dawn.
For dong?
Per dawn.
Oh.
Get your mind out of the gutter, guys.
Yikes.
It's not all cod pieces all the way down. All right.
So you try and
People
recall, and you just don't remember seeing any kind of a lever on the model that you saw back in the Amber Temple.
All right, Razzler, let's do it. So
Well, take me then, right?
why? If it's a trap, Razzler he can get us out.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They're just gonna do the lever.
You want
Got
to
it.
throw? You want to throw a cruise over first?
Well, yeah, I kind of do.
That's fine. Then he'll be trapped if he can't get out.
No, he'll just be there. You can.
No, we need you guys on the other side of the room. When we open up the door, you can walk through.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. You got to throw me first.
All right, so here's how you guys are going to do this. Both of you guys are going to make athletics checks.
Okay.
And then, depending on how you roll, is how much additional Akrus is going to get to his jump.
Are you fucking kidding?
Oh, Gaius pulls it out. So, all right, so you guys kind
the other
of
way.
grab Akrus on either end.
Is it real dusty in here? By the way,
It is very
real
dusty, yes.
So right as they throw him,
So you guys kind of, okay, so one of you each grab an arm and a leg, and you sort of just do the heave-ho kind of a thing. 1, 2, and Akrus, you kind of Superman across, and you barely make it, kind of skidding along, and you kind of smash up against the portcullis just a little bit, and just this centuries of dust and grime and bits of cockroach and whatever just kind of come up into your face.
Bits of cockroach.
You kind of stand up and brush yourself off. Safely.
Octavio and Ismark good to make the jump.
Yes, they're both fine to make the jump. They both are able to jump across. As is Danica, actually. Your Cruz is the only.
Well, she could fly, right?
That's
All right,
true.
I'm gonna
She is a
jump
raven.
across,
She
too.
can fly.
There we go.
All right, so you guys
All
all
right,
jump
Razzler.
across pretty easily.
And a fist bump Razzler.
Oh
And
wait,
right
maybe
as our-
Danica could have carried.
Right as our fists connect, I'm gonna dimension Doris. on
Like
the other
Wonder
side of
Twins?
Portcullis.
Wonder Twin powers.
All right.
What is this?
And where are you guys going?
Just on the other side of the portcullis.
Okay. I will move
On
you
the stairs, I guess.
to there. This one. And this one. All right. So you guys appear on the top of the stairs. I will read you the description of what you see. You are currently standing on black marble steps. They descend to a dark tomb that has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. The essence of evil permeates the very air. You smell the smell of freshly turned earth. Settled into the dirt on the floor is a shining black coffin of finely waxed wood. The coffin's fittings are of brilliant brass, and the lid is closed. South of the coffin, you see 3 gloomy alcoves that are empty and filled with cobwebs.
Okay. I'm gonna begin looking around for a lever.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Can I give him advantage?
Sure.
We're both looking. How about we both roll? Let's try it. Let's do that.
How about that? That's fun.
Yeah,
I like the roll offs. They're fun.
I think Razzler is
Now I get to roll too. I
slightly
like
more
rolling.
perceptive.
Wow, double 8s. But look at the difference in
Yeah,
modifiers.
exactly.
Okay. Well,
So you guys sort of look down the stairs where you are, and you don't see any lever in the stairwell itself.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't
few
in the
feet in
stairwell
front
on
of
the other one, Razzler.
Probably like over here.
It's in the wall just around one of the corners. So nothing
my
here. Let's
character is built for everything but fighting. This is
let's
crazy.
creep along. Let's creep along and look for a lever.
All right, you guys slowly descend the steps. And as Razzler and Elster, you guys both kind of sink your feet into the sort of dirt floor. And it's strange because as you put your foot down, you don't feel any stone at all. It's not like this is covered in dirt. This stone floor has been completely removed to allow access to the dirt below the castle.
I don't like that.
On the
Vampires
Elster,
don't come out of dirt.
on your side, you see about 10 foot along that wall, you do in fact see a lever.
All right, I'm gonna bolt for it and flip it.
Okay, you come over and now this one is almost rusted shut. Make an athletics check.
Fantastic. You're just trying to embarrass me, Rick. I get it.
Okay, and it takes you a minute, and you can feel the creak and the groan of the metal beneath, and the rust starting to sort of break loose over time. And finally, you get it to push up, and the portcullis raises.
Nice, I'm coming in.
One
Step
moment.
on in, baby.
Let me get rid of that little thing.
Hey, get rid of the wall.
There you are.
Pew! I assume Danica,
Yep,
Octavio.
they all come
and
along.
They're all.
The gang's all here.
I'm gonna do a divine
Yeah.
sense.
Remember, it doesn't tell you what the person's name is. It wouldn't say.
It's
if
true.
This is actually Strahd.
You want to stand on the other side of the casket and do Divine Sense?
Sure. I'll stand right here and do divine sense.
Okay.
All right, so Gaius, as you stand there for a moment and you reach down and you grab your symbol of Torm and you begin to open your senses to the presence of undead or other such creatures around you, you definitely feel the presence of an undead creature in that coffin.
All right. I'm gonna get this. I think I gotta stab him with the sun sword. Does that make sense?
Well,
Pretty much.
what do we know about... We did, like, remember, we made some, like... Didn't we make, like, wooden stakes or whatever before we came in? And let's
Yeah,
talk to
so
Rictavio. How would we finish this?
Well, what it said was,
Rictavio's
if
a
you
shitty
put it-
vampire hunter.
yeah, he really is.
What was that? What did you say, huh? You hear that from
No,
the
it
top of the
said me a
stairs.
song.
Just
If-
saying, you showed
thought,
up after he was already dead, man.
I thought
You
we were
died.
friends, Razzler, and now you're taking shots at me?
No.
Our research showed that if you use a wooden stake in his heart, it won't kill him, but it'll immobilize him.
What research?
It was in either the tome or something.
No.
It was in like the letter of Strahd, I think.
He's right.
Yeah.
We did learn that the
Thomas
stake
Strahd.
to
I
the
mean.
heart would not kill him, just suspend him.
He wrote, Strahd wrote himself, even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun.
Okay. So,
Right.
gang
You
him up
guys-
with Sun Sword, baby.
Tell you what, you guys toss it off, and as soon as that lid comes off, immediately I'm gonna come down with the sword.
Alright.
So who's
Guys,
moving?
that-
All right, I'll walk over and I'll move the lid.
I'll
Okay.
assist you.
Razzler,
One hit, I'm gonna actually
If you
get on
need it.
Strahd.
roll me a
I wonder-
athletics
See if
check,
it's a
please.
mimic. My character would. Okay.
You want to roll off on this one? Or you want advantage?
Either or.
His mine's pretty pathetic.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I needed that.
All right. You kind of dig your heels into the dirt a little bit. You brace yourself and you open this wooden lid. It's not as formidable as the marble lid that was on Sergei's tomb. It does move across though, and you see there, lying in a coffin with a bed of freshly turned earth underneath him, the body of Strahd Von Zarovich. His face slightly pale. You don't see any evidence of any of the wounds that he sustained. His hands are crossed over his chest. His eyes are closed, and he is unmoving.
I want to
I'm gonna
stroke his
stick the
hair.
sun sword like straight down into him and hold it there.
All right. You take the sun
Does he
sword.
appear to be making tea?
He's not
He's
currently.
had to have made tea at some point. Get the china.
All right, you take the sun sword and you bring it over his chest, and you drive it down into him. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Character. A dex saving throw. I'm gonna fail.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
That was precisely chosen for guys.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That is so perfect.
Natural
Plus 2,
one.
minus 2, baby.
Yeah.
Plus 2,
Wow.
Natural one.
Natural.
How do you get plus 2
full
for a dex
natural
saving
one, like
throw?
no modifier whatsoever?
Because of my ability to give +2 to people.
For saving throws? That's one.
Yeah.
All right,
I was
Wow.
expecting a minus 2.
Gaius, you drive the sword down into him, and immediately you, as his hand shoots up, his eyes open, burning with rage, and his claws close around your throat, squeezing. You feel the nails digging into your neck. The blood begins to drip from the nails digging in. And just as you're about to lose your breath and have him crush your windpipe, his hand turns to ash and just falls into the coffin itself. He is.
How much damage does he take?
Jesus.
I'm gonna say that
Flavor
was
damage.
1d6 of piercing damage. 6 points of piercing damage to you, Gaius.
One for each finger, baby.
And you see, as he pulls back, as this hand sort of just moves away in this ash, you can see the nail marks in Gaius's neck.
Are those permanent?
At this moment, as he turns to ash, mist and smoke begins to just billow out of this coffin, begins to fill the room around you.